So these are some practice division problems. We're going to do them together. That way, just like before, keep this paper by you, whether it's the same page I have, whether it's just a blank piece of paper. That way, while we're doing our test, you can look back on this. You can see how did we do this? What were the steps? And that way, it'll help you out when you're working on. Since this is a division test, what I'm going to do is the first thing, just to remind myself, I'm going to write down what were the steps of division. What do I have to do first, and then second, and then third, and then fourth, and on and on and on. Okay? I'm going to start with the first step. And remember, you can always use that sentence to help you remember, or those letters. Does McDonald's sell cheese burgers rapidly? So we divide whatever number we have in the box. We use multiplication to figure out how many pieces we're giving away or we're putting into those groups. We subtract all the pieces we were able to give away. We check and make sure we didn't make a mistake. We bring our number over to the next box if there is one. And we repeat the steps all over again with that new box. I'm going to read question number 1. An automobile manufacturer shipped 96 new cars to a car dealer in Fort Worth. The cars were shipped by trucks with 6 cars on each truck. How many trucks were needed to ship the new cars? This is just a word problem. We've worked on plenty of word problems before, so we know what to do already. Find the question mark. Go backwards from the question mark to find our question word. How many trucks were needed to ship the new cars? So they're looking for how many trucks were needed. They want to take all these cars. They're trying to ship them to a new location, a new place, so they need to put them on trucks. And they're trying to figure out how many trucks are we going to need to take all of the cars. Because cars are pretty big and pretty heavy, so it's not like someone can just pick them up in their arms and carry them over. So I want to look for information about trucks and about cars. Yes, Jaylene. Oh, we clicked on the wrong. Make sure that you're following along on your paper, whether it's this one or a blank piece of paper, because that's all we can use to help us on the test. So if you forget, you don't know how to do it, anything like that, you're not going to be able to have anything else help you. Brianna, make sure we're following along, okay? Whether it's on our paper, a piece of blank paper, whatever. You want to have something that will be able to be there to help you on the test. Also, if there's any part of division that's confusing for you that you don't know why we're doing that, make sure that you ask now before we get on the test, because on the test, I can't help you anymore. I can't tell you what step comes next. I can't tell you what we're going to do. I can't tell you anything like that. An automobile manufacturer shipped 96 new cars. That was part of my question. I want to know about the cars. To a car dealer in Fort Worth. The cars were shipped by trucks with 6 cars on each truck. This paper should have been in your old math packet, Brianna. We're not doing the test yet. We're doing the review for the test. Yes, Jaylene. It'll fix itself, baby. It does that every now and again. So right now, Brianna, we're just doing the review for the test. We want to have one last chance to practice together before we have to do it all on our own. Six cars on each truck. We see that word again, each. You said before that the word each usually means you should start thinking of two operations. You either start thinking of multiplication or you start thinking about division. Normally that's true, but this is a division test. So really, I should start thinking about division. So they have a bunch of cars. They have 96 of them. And they're trying to take them somewhere new, to a car dealer. They can be sold. They have to put them on trucks to take them over, but the trucks can't carry all of the cars just in one truck. One truck can only carry 6 cars. So we're going to have to put them in groups of 6. So we're going to have to divide them to figure out how many trucks are you going to need to take all of these cars. Which means our problem is going to be 96 divided by 6. "96 is 2 digits, which means I'm going to draw my rectangle and I want to put a line down the middle to split it into 2 pieces, 2 parts. 9 goes in the first box, 6 goes in the second box. And we're making groups of 6. Again, I always do this, it helps out. I'm going to write my 6 times tables here on the side. That way I can always double check how many groups can I make, how many pieces can I give away without going over. 6, we have 12, we have 15, we have 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. 54, 60, 66, and 72. So those are our 6 times table. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 6, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72. Times table is what I'm going to use to help me solve this. Remember, we're just going to deal with one box at a time. Start with that first box. The first box has 9 pieces. 9 pieces that I can give away. I'm making groups of 6. Now if you notice, I also drew my circles up here so I can use those as well as my times tables to help me here. If I go around to every single group And I give them one piece, or in this case, one car. One car, one car, one car, one car, one car, one car. I'm giving away 6 cars. Well, there's 9 in this first box, so I can give away 6. There's enough. If I go around again and try to give each one a second car, 2 cars, 2 cars, 2 cars, 2 cars, 2 cars, 2 cars. That's giving away 12. But look at that first box. There's only 9. Kylie, if I only have 9 cars in the first box, do I have enough to give away 12 cars? Or is that too much? Too much. So I can't give 2 cars to every group. I can only give them 1. I only have enough to give them 1 car. So if I give them 1 car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I gave away 6 cars. So let's subtract them. 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 would be what, Jaylene? Okay, it's 3. And remember, I want to be careful here because I want to make sure that whatever I have here is less than the number of my groups. So Jaylene, is 3 smaller than 6? It is. So I gave away as many cars as I could. I didn't keep any extras. Well, I have 3 extras, but I gave away everything that I could. I didn't keep anything that I didn't need to or anything like that. Now, I also don't just want to leave this 3 here by itself. I'm going to bring it up to hang out in the next box, the 6. And now I have 36. 36 cars in that second box that I have to work with. Then I repeat my steps all over again. This time I have 36 cars to give away. 36 cars to divide. Still going to be making groups of 6. So this time I have to see how many groups of 6 I can make if I have 36 cars. Yes, Jadine. Okay, so help me out. All right, Jadine, I've got 36 cars, right? Okay. Do I have enough cars to give every group 1 car? Okay, what if I give them 2 cars? Do I still have enough? Okay, what about 3 cars? All right, 4 cars? 5 cars? 6 cars? 7 cars? No, because if I gave each group 7 cars, that's 42 cars. I don't have enough. That's too much. I can only give them 6, right? 1 car, 2 car, 3 car, 4 car, 5 cars, 6 cars for every group. And if I use that multiplication and multiply 6 by 6, 6 cars in 6 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to give away 36 cars. Jadine, if I gave away 36 cars, how many cars would I have left? 0. What do we call the leftovers again? Remainders. Very good. My remainder would be 0, and every group or every truck gets 16 cars. That's or sorry, well, there's 16 trucks that they're going to need. So what answer choice should I pick here? A, B, C, D. C. C is the one that matches. What's up, Jaylene? Okay, so the answer, the quotient. That's what the name is for division. The quotient is the numbers that we put up on top. So if you notice, whenever I finish with my division problem, I always circle whatever numbers end up on top. That's how many I was able to give to each group. So in the first box, we were able to give 1 to each group. The second box, I was able to give 6 to each group. So when I put the 1 in front of the 6, I have 16. Okay? The numbers on top are your answer, and the number on the bottom, that's your remainder, whatever is left over. But that is a very good question, Jaylene. Thank you for asking that. So remember that your answer, your quotient, is always going to be on the top.